Welcome back to the Wyoming basket case chapter or whatever. This is the R65 1978, and as you notice, it's cleaning up fairly well, and there's the front cover removed. And you notice, as I mentioned before, this wiring is somewhat in question. Let me see if I can get to it first so you can see it. Right. I'd like to find out what this goes to. And looking back, I don't know if that's supposed to be that way. Someone could let me know. And as I mentioned, this wiring is kind of decent. I mean, there's no cracks in it, but this may be enough apart that maybe I may want to replace it. Maybe replace the entire wiring harness. As you notice, nothing on the left side of the handlebars. So, I'll tell you what I'm planning on doing in a second, but just follow this. What does that go to? Anybody can tell me, let me know. Either leave a comment on the YouTube or reply in the airhead list. And what do these sockets do? What do they go to? What plugs into them? If anybody could let me know, I would surely appreciate it. And let's see, these. I think these are relays, but I don't know what to yet. And so far, I think 1, 2 of these at least go to the coil, I think. Should be another one, shouldn't it? Maybe not. And I don't know what this plugs into. Let me know. The wiring doesn't look bad. I see no cracks. Doesn't sound brittle, but that doesn't mean much, as most of us know. And the wiring. Let's see. These are relays, so I assume flasher relays, turn signal relays, maybe. Don't know if there's a starter relay. And then, of course, these 2 spades fit into something. I have no idea what yet. Thus, the purpose of this video is to find out. And as I mentioned, this, don't know if I should replace a complete wiring harness or not. Seems in reasonable good shape. Pardon the crud in there. I cleared most of it out. I'll be clearing some more out in a little bit. Fuses, of course, and the wiring. We'll push it here so you can see. Looks like it's in fine shape. I'm assuming that this plug-in right here plugs into a lot of the tail light harness, which I don't have, but I might be able to pull that off of the fender that originally came with the R100. Might quite possibly use it on this if it would fit. But as you can see, it cleaned up fairly nice. Yeah. Yes, I'm in the fire extinguisher business, in case you're checking the background. And then a little bit of prettying up of the part of the frame. And so far it still seems pretty sturdy. And let's see. I haven't pulled or attacked those carbs yet. Planning on doing that, but first I think I want to pull the air side of it and the air filter side and check for any grime and so forth, because I'm sure sitting out it's probably picked up silt somewhere up and down along the line. But I don't think that that spark plug looks too bad. It's kind of a little, might be a little dark, but maybe, as you see that, this may be kind of fuzzy. Not sure how that's going to look once it gets online. Well, it looks dark, but not burnt. So that's the chapter on that. Okay, now a question I need. This coil bracket came off of here, but I see nothing where the other coil goes to, or if I can butt them together. But this one originally came off this way. Whether it was supposed to or not, I have no idea. But that's what I'm online. What I put this on YouTube for, so I can find out. Sure, this is the battery cable. The other battery cable's flopping around there somewhere. But all in all, you can see the external part of this engine looks pretty good. And then is going to be the question of what should I do for the front brake, and means I said front brake. That yoke assembly, lack of a better word, doesn't look bad. That connects pretty good. The indicator solenoid on that, the ends look pretty good. Nothing else behind that, but I might be able to steal that off of the R100. That was the reservoir, which I'm pretty sure I'll probably have to just go. Now, another question that comes to me is whether I can take this completely off and replace it with let's see, with maybe this handlebar that came off the R100. Maybe I can change the lever. Don't know what happened to that lever, but anyway, if I can replace this and that came off the R100 and put it on this R65. If anybody knows and they'd care to respond to me, I'd really appreciate it. The piping doesn't look like it's in bad shape. No bends when you crack it, or no cracks when you bend it. Front fork boots look decent, but there were several boot threads that might have mentioned that doesn't necessarily mean everything's okay just because the outside rubber looks good. But I just wanted to give you an all-around look so you can see some progress, or digress if you see it that way. And then the boot on here, it seems cracked, and I'm looking at replacing it with the boot off the R100 if it'll fit, which means pulling this apart. Don't know if that's a major project or not, but anyway, that's how it looks. Those snowflakes look like they're pretty decent. I don't know how well that brake will function. Oh, no movement whatsoever on the brake. So maybe I'll have to steal off of the R1100 or R100 if it will fit in this place. I can use a bit of paint there. Anyway, step by step, I'm kind of surprised that things are even turned out this well so far. But going on in the inside might be a whole unique experience. Anyway, being as I mentioned the R100/7, I would really rather sell that complete engine with carbs to somebody that needs it rather than strip it down. So I'll probably give it a couple weeks trying to move that engine. I don't really need it, but I'm sure there's an airhead in this world that does. This front end off the R100/7, wheels frozen on it. I think the caliper pads are pinched on it, but the wheel itself looks like it's decent. And as far as these, I have most of the guts in here. They came out clean, no debris. The bearings, well, most people would probably would want to replace those anyway, but that's what they look like. And I don't know what you call this, but that's from the R100. That's from the R100 as well. It's intact other than being a little grimy. Seems like there's no noticeable wear, no cracks or digs, welds, crusty stuff. And of course, the whatever you call them that the headlights fit on, which might be semi-attractive to either sell or put on this R65. So if you have any comments, by all means leave comments. I'm not concerned about the likes or dislikes. It's just that this is the best media to kind of point things out rather than talk about it in print. And at this point in time, that's all I have to add. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later. Oh, and for those who want to see another look at that 1958 R65, there it is. This one was a $400 find at an auction. Had to replace the tank and so forth. Just little bits of trivia, just to keep your BMW salivary glands working, fully functional. But I got one of the LED tail lights from Vetch. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's not Vetch's fault. I'm sure I'm doing something silly. But that side stand, by the way, as a side note, is a one I bought from Vetch. But now I need to get a shaper so that I can put it into first gear, because you can put it into first gear but it'll slip right out. Anyway, little extra babble, and it's always good to see a machine that runs. This one does, which I'm so far happy about. Anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.